What's happening, guys? In this video, I'm going to explain how empaths can become narcissists, or at least pick up narcissistic traits and maybe turn into the good person that they used to be into not so good of a person. So basically, when things like this happen, this so-called empath could not have been a very smart person to begin with, because if you're willing to let somebody take you into their world and continue to fight with them and to continue to roll through life trying to get over on this person or do anything involved with this person, you are not that smart. You need to let go of individuals who are trying to hurt you, which are narcissists. You will become the next. When something happens to you, you have to see it for what it is, and you cannot continue to fight against it. You have to let go. When something happens, you have to like shit, that hurt, but I'm just gonna dust the shoulders off and I'm going to continue to go forward. And I don't care what this person did to me. It might have hurt. Okay, I'm going to continue to go forward. I'm not going to get back at this person. I'm not going to act and behave like this person. I'm not going to treat other people like shit. I'm not going to be bitter and have negative spirits hanging off of me and inside of me. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to calm myself down. And think with logic. That's what I'm going to do. A lot of these individuals that this happens to, they're just not all that smart. They don't know where they're going wrong. They're in a world of shit. They're dealing with the wrong individuals, and they continue to deal with the wrong individuals, which is molding and shaping them into a narcissist. You are who you hang with. There are individuals that had opportunities to push forward in life with me, and they could not do it. Every single one of these individuals fell off, and they could not do it. They couldn't take the righteous path. They had to fit in. They had to be a part of the drama show. They had to do what they should never have done, and they're going to regret it for the rest of their lives. Guaranteed. They already do. They should have took the harder road. They should have took the road less traveled. Continue to work. Continue to better yourself. Stay dedicated. Stay focused. Stay driven. And don't get in with these individuals, because they're lowlifes. They're all about drama. And like I just said, you hang out with narcs, you become the next narc. It's just how it is. It's human nature. You are what you surround yourself with. I surround myself with nothing but positivity. I'm not letting any negative people in my life. I'm not going to talk to any females that's going to want to play games or do me dirty or just be fucking weird. So many girls are so weird. It's like they're playing endless amounts of games because they don't want to get hurt, and they're just testing, and it's like, oh my God, I cannot do this. I gotta go. I can't do this. You know what I mean? It's just that's what it is. And back to this for a sec. I think if you were naturally a good person growing up, you were a positive young kid, and you had empathy, you could feel for other people other than yourself. And being an empath doesn't mean you have to constantly take in everybody's emotions like every single second of your life and just be a people pleaser, yes man, yes girl, jump over backwards for anybody. It doesn't mean that. It means you are capable of feeling for other people. You are capable of being humble and being able to listen to somebody else. Narcissists are not capable of doing this. They are not capable of pressing pause for a second on their own chaotic life to feel for somebody else. They are not capable of doing it. I'm very capable of doing this, and I don't do it all the time because not everybody is worth my attention. Not everybody is worth me doing this for. If it's worth it, I do it. And the truth is, I used to kind of be a people pleaser type of person, to just bend over backwards for anybody, to make everybody else happy. I retired from that a long time ago. Why? Because when you do things for ungrateful people, for negative, dramatic, no good for nothing individuals, the more you do for these people and then they do you wrong, the more it hurts. So I learned that you cannot trust everybody, you cannot help everybody, you cannot save everybody, and you cannot bend over backwards for everybody and just do all these favors just to please everybody else. You're going to end up dead if you do this. And let me tell you, this shit hurts. When you're a good person, when you're a kind person, people do things like this to you, and like, I'm the type of person, I feel things heavily. Whenever somebody does something to me, I feel every ounce of what happens to me. I feel every ounce of it and more. So that's why I gotta be careful. I have to be careful. Just the individual I am, speaking for myself, I have to be careful of this shit. And that's why I'm letting you guys know this too, because I know a lot of you guys can feel a lot of emotions too. I don't know how much, but I think the more you can feel what other people do, the more you got to be careful, because the more sensitive you are. I am a very sensitive person when it comes to emotions and things like this, but I'm also in control of my own emotions. But the truth is, if somebody has very dark energy and they are disturbing me, I can feel this heavily. Although I can control my own emotions and stay calm, cool, and collected, so that's good too. I'm not a emotional wreck type of guy. I'm very capable of controlling my own self. But it's hard to control other chaos when it's coming into your life, because you feel it. You feel every ounce of it. So I think some people put themselves in such bad positions that they didn't know existed, and all of a sudden they are in it before they even know it. And now it's too late. Now they picked up on all these people's traits. They think they're lower than these people, and all of a sudden they lost all their confidence, and now they're trying to please people that are hurting them and shit like this, and it's just a complete shit show. And I think people really ruin their lives by doing this. And like I said, I think if you're a young kid and you're a positive person, you could be like in the middle of, like, you might not be the most empathic person, but you might not be a narcissist either. You might just be like an average person that's just well balanced. And if you can get through your younger years and get up to the age of an adult without some really bad shit happening, I think you could be in the clear. And you might not end up picking up on like narcissistic traits or becoming a narcissist and shit like this. But then again, it is still possible. It is possible at any age, and that's just a fact. But it's more likely, if things happen to you at a younger age, it could get you worse. So you have to catch these things early and pay attention to these things early before it takes over your life, like a virus. And basically, this is how empathic people can become narcissists or pick up narcissistic traits. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Whenever I got done dirty the most in my life is whenever I had the most anger and rage and red pill rage and shit like this. That's what we call it, because it's like an awareness. It's the red pill awareness. For those of you guys that are familiar with this word, like, oh shit, like this is what it is, and you like become awake to the truth, and it's like, oh my god. But you still have this anger and like confusion and all these emotions from what just happened to you. So I went through my time of feeling these emotions, but I didn't, the smart thing and the good thing I did was I did not project how I felt onto other people, which makes it okay to deal with your own shit by yourself. But if you're being toxic and you keep going around people and you keep projecting all of your bullshit, what happened to you onto somebody else, it's not fair. And that would consider you to be an evil type of person, almost like a narcissist. So you got to deal with that shit by yourself and come out on top after some shit like this has happened to you. Just because you got done dirty by somebody does not make you a narcissist by any means. But some individuals go to like serious lengths and don't humble themselves and don't calm themselves down to understand that they are not what happened to them. What happens to you does not define who you are or define you, period. You have to get away from that situation and understand that, okay, this person that obviously hurt me or is trying to hurt me, there's something very wrong with this individual, clearly. You have to get away from that. Forever. And it's what you got to do. So I'm going to cut this video short. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying right now. Some people wouldn't. No one that's ever went through this shit is going to understand. And that's just facts. Because evil does exist in this world, as we all know. And we got to be cautious of this. Especially if you are highly sensitive to other people's emotions, which I am. So, for all you other people out there that are like this too, we got to be the most careful. We really do. This shit could have turned me into such a terrible person, and I didn't let that happen. I suffered by myself, didn't project on my shit onto anybody else, and healed the right way, the only way. And that takes time, that takes understanding, it takes everything you got to do it, and to continue to be who you actually are as a person, and not become something you're not, and not become this mad, angry, bitter person that's just taking it out on everybody else, that's just destroying other people. I could never do that, because what do? I can think for other people too. I can't do other people wrong. I can't do other people dirty. It is not in me to do it. I just can't do it. Like I could, like if I did something to somebody, I could feel what I did to them. That's not a good damn feeling. That's why these individuals that are so cold-blooded, it's nothing for them to completely destroy other human beings, because that's how destroyed they actually are. That's how destroyed they actually are. So, if you don't want to be destroyed, if you don't want to be the next narcissist, if you don't want to have narcissistic traits, you have to stay away from these individuals, period. And it's not hard to scope them out once you are a healthy person. It is not hard to do this. You will be able to tell what is what. So, I'm going to cut this video short. I got another one to do. And I will be back.